Good morning. Welcome. There's a new hype train emote that dropped this week, I think. it looks great, really big like this as well. It's like, wait, is that a Street View car? Oh. Good morning, Nan. Welcome, Avery. We got a little baby streak. If you combine the two together, we're almost at 4,000. That's something. In Brazil, we might be in the capital city because the street is pretty straight. There are fences that might be related to the embassies or something. We're not right down the center plaza. We could be. I think we are. Okay, maybe offshooting. Maybe just find the angle. No, not enough roads. We're not the other place with these poles. Is this bottle art? Is this? We got more bottle art. the count knows. No, I think I'm Bin's just talking about these. But we're not in Indonesia. I stacked all these old Mountain Dew bottles, all kinds of bottles. Into Christmas ornaments. That's what I are. Christmas presents. Hasta del Este. Yeah, I need to outsource some of my maths to the count. Let him do what he's best at. But what if we were accidentally in Brazil still? Jose Gaspar de Franco. Yeah, I think we're just on the outskirts. Brasilia. But in Paraguay. Probably a cool bridge we get onto. Just up there. Got the lovely mouse hole. Already waiting for us. Great chilly vibes. I'm a bit further down, so. Turkey. Totally looking like Turkey. Up for a flag. It's always Christmas. Today we're celebrating. Have some snow. Oh, that's not snow. Yeah, Avery, looking a little bit more about the Badum thing. Oh yeah, the Babadum. All the real people doing the art and native speakers doing the voices. They talk to type designers while creating their fonts. And audio people doing the sounds. You know, speaking of TTS, I I got the heads up yesterday. That looks like Domica, right? There's some. It's not real Domica, but it's got the eyes of a toast, a bread-shaped body. Oh, he's gone. Turkish Domica. I think it's in a recycling bin. A brief stay. Yeah, I found out there was a site making soundboards, was user uploaded soundboards of Twitch people, but basically people were doing any kind of thing. Apparently, Fed scraped millions probably of clips from Twitch, and A, put them on the soundboards site, but B, they'd used them to make text to speech voices out of the streamers. And someone even used mine, so you know they were getting everybody. If they're grabbing everything got down to you, then that means everyone else before me had already been got. But yeah, I didn't get to see it in action because when you do that, every single streamer can file a takedown notice, and it becomes a bit of a thing. So the site is already disabled via text to speech. I think it was a user generated thing, but the site is still responsible. So the site has disabled all of that. But I didn't get to see it in action, how bad it would be. It makes you kind of curious. Seeding is another thing. Seed lang, sorry, which is real people. Yeah, for the feels like it's just a better way because you're literally dealing with the human mind. And what better way to understand it than with a human? You know enough Japanese to recognize the Japanese course, pronunciation, intonation, yeah. But you know enough to know that the Duolingo one is awful. So yeah, what are you getting with other ones that you don't know? That's like Serbian style. But the landscape is saying here. Or Mati or North Macedonia. Castel. We should be code 69 for our phone code. We get a real phone number. Oh, we got calcine. ME I don't know what that is. A mobile number? 040? Right, we have a rift to take away any doubt. The Rillican rift. Sanjuga. Oh, we got relatively small horses compared to what we've seen in the past. Can you just get a picture on top of them? I'm fearful of the stitching. Any sudden movement, man. Like what has happened behind us? Tamil Nadu poultry farmers. I think there's some in India too now. I was right here. Right road. All your Dutch friends just make fun of pronunciation because you're picking up, yeah. But it's like it's convenient and it's almost feels like it's doing the right thing. With Duolingo. Like I see Leg Up making a lot of use of it when she's doing traveling as well. But I think someone when she was in Sweden at one of the events, someone asked if she was Danish because like the accent she was speaking Swedish in, and apparently that's really insulting as well. If this a Swedish person asks you if you're Danish, that's it's not a good not a good look. WT1. We out in Turkey? Why would it be W? Big wind farms. It looked like Spain to me. WT. Oh, it's just wind turbine. We're in Australia probably now. Wind turbine 1. Wind turbine 2. Wind turbine disconnected. Imagine just controlling it with a little Wi-Fi app. Samozřejmě městě i Donček Pišnik. Who's doing all this? Could be reticulating spines. Well, wind power out here. Yeah, we could be fanning up the Moldovan political parties, getting them to join the EU. This looks super quaint. This is lovely. It's global warming. Well, climate change. Global warming was just what we started calling it because, on average, the Earth was warming. But people started getting, picky about it. They were, is it snowing then if it's global warming? Or so yeah, climate change. When they start denying climate change, which is always happening, but we're talking about a root of the cause. The influences of climate change. Gornji Brznik. Yeah, it's May. Of course it's snowing. We started getting a lot of Christmas decorations. So it just seemed the right thing to do. Yeah, of course it's yeah, because you can't win because you're not getting good faith arguments. Uh, yeah, I think we can escape. Back to the winter. We're in Croatia. And it's kind of like, I'd love it to be here. I'm super far down. There's all these little rocks. Could totally be venturing into Albania. But we're stuck. We're dead end worlds. But the language is not the camera quality is not. It could be Bosnia, right? That is something to consider. Well, I think the truck is not. It's 2025. Yeah, what if it's Bosnia? You got the S thing going on too. We might be getting a stuck bit though. This is why we're doing a small street. We had the map kind of thing. Yeah. What a font though. I've seen a lot of fonts in my time. But this one for a sign, it's basically looking at Georgian. Hey Neo, welcome. I think we're down in the edge of Croatia somewhere. Stack low. A communali otpad. This font. How you doing? The only concern I was thinking about Bosnia. Looks like more Malaysia. Malayalam. Because it's kind of looking, nice and sunny and bright in 2025. This is a car. I'm not like it. I'm not 100% ruling out Bosnia. I'll drop the can here. Oops. D here. Yeah. This is KA. I don't know if this is just for language translation though. You have some Nick. Nick. It says BO as well. Like Boz something. Yeah, maybe. Brezhnika as an adjective form. I don't think we get too near ghosts. Did I just not venture? Surely I'd escape this way. Yeah, I did. But that was just a branch we never took. Just takes it back to a W1. Oh, what is this way then? Wait. Oh, let us. We leap so far down. Never get to see this well. That's a shame. We got this one too. Zibog. Opandia. It's like wind farm, wind electricity, probably Electrana. Got little Latvian alternating hooks. We got a dead end. Got bow. Yeah, dot bar. Dot bar. BO prefix. Thank you for having toilets. There it is. In the zone. Oh, Gentoo Spain. Or Greece. Oh, the Spain Greece has been a long time. Long time ruiner of good scores. We hedge bet in Italy. Oh no! Don't click on Italy. Don't hedge bet country street mode. Oh, almost in Turkey. Under the bridge spawn. Tunisia or North Macedonia. You can see the little truck. Nine. Thailand. Be flat. Oh, I was on it though. I was totally on it. Great vibe guess. I thought it was two mountains and for little bumps down there. Doubting what we know. Probably Yazzie area. Got kind of thick lines, Romania style. A lot of paint. Who's doing this 2025 coverage? This is starting to look like Beirut or something. Lebanon. It's a good solid map, Romania. If you're trying to get off 25k. Unless you happen to be on one of the towns where there are 15 different towns of the same name. A lot of signs, but sometimes they lead you in circles. Oh, we're down in the planetary zone. Little holes, skinny poles. Interesting. Abstinenta. Abstinence Club. Abstinence. Do they serve alcohol? Maybe. Sarcastic. Abstinence Club. It said Binovich. This one. Binkasic. Samcho Samokdo. Samokdo. Okay, Poland. Not right one. Zaga. Thank you. Another break. A beautiful 20 stream streak. We've stopped finding Christmas decorations. Maybe it's time to take the snow away. welcome back. Good evening to a little mini streak. Almost some like another yellow plate there. Could be India still. The super long phone number starting with 8. It's a bit more Indian than Striker. The white plate here, man. Yeah, look at the phone numbers. Kote, yeah. Who's gonna be doing? I mean, I think Palmer's been on it already, but 30-minute 25k in India, and yet that would be one of the easier ones for me in Asia. And a few attempts, we could definitely get like 3 or 4 or 5Ks in 25 minutes, but there's always going to be one round, at least one, every single time. Okay, it's Madras practice. Yeah, the seed, no spell. We're back in. We're still in the baby steps of our seed, of our new streak. The old one is safely tucked away. We're just like checking our vibe. Oh, Koriyama was pretty big. It was just hiding. You spent an hour doing the US silly long straight roads, no highways or places. Have you tried the distance guesser? I tried that at the end of the last stream again. It's good for the problem is a lot of the locations the signs have updated. We've done a few up to like 100 or so for no move ones, but yeah, the distance guess is good, but some of the locations are just broken if you try and do it no moving. But it's like a puzzle if you do it no moving. You still gotta like find the angle and then try and judge the distance to get a rough area and then zoom in and try and find the right angle. But if you can't see the sign to get the area, then you're kind of screwed. I think we're looking in the what? Which what? Anchor what? The walk with the babe. What babe? Babe with the voodoo. Voodoo. You do. Do what? Remind me of a babe. Okay. A quick Finland. Then we can skip to we keep the giggling going. It's a great way to engage the youth in voting. We just raise the voting age to 67, and everyone will be. It's keeping track for today, so it's not going to keep track of the entirety of my whole streak, but that's okay. I don't think it's really meant for this. It's more for the 25k guessing. But we've done some yeah, Spal, some no move country streaks on community maps. We'd have to go here though. Streaks Yeah, it keeps track of what the highest one is. So this is why I don't do country streak directly on these maps, because I want to keep this so I can see which one we got the highest no moving streak on. All of these are done no moving. We got to 115, which is tough. The community was pretty hard to get past 102. We get a lot of America, like Brick was saying, but in no moving, we have even less chance of figuring out. Kajani. Kajani is a place. There it is. Right next to it. Kalunatati. Kalunatati. There's no words. How are we on the roads? Okay. Well, we could be on this road. Trying to scan for a bollard or so on a glacier. Oh dear, oh dear. The full, yeah, no move on the world map. What do you think? 10? 15? I don't know if we'd get much more than that. When I started this one, it was accidentally left on no move in 4 minutes. Like we kind of did try it last stream. This is Australia. We can move her. Got a cross street. I thought, yeah, it's a hubcap. But no, maybe it's a drain cover. No, it's a hubcap. The Shrine of Ballaran Hills, Balkan Hills Excelsior Reserve. Want to be Sydney? Oh, Balkan Hills, Sydney. There are a bunch of hills up here, right? Yeah. Hill section. You get the tripod location too. You never get more than 10 or so. Are we gonna pull over an ice cream van? Ice cream tuk-tuk. These look very suspiciously Sri Lanka. Or I get confused with Thailand sometimes. Holes would also be similar, but the language ultimately separates the two. Or is this where we get a little calf? That looks like a goat. Or was it a dog? One of the dogs. 028. That's one of the Sri Lankan dogs. But it has got some scaffolding. He's going to a rave. He's got the glow sticks. Got the loudspeakers. I really think this road is similar. I don't know. I can't remember the location of where it was. I feel like the SLT, so like a telecom. Did I I don't think I did. I is it still? Can we make it happen? We dream. Forgot what command is. For O lists. I might have had to replace it. No, it's not that. Not sidecar. It's not peach. It's not boring. It's not track. What's track? Officer baby. That's really well placed. I gotta admit. I was at my max limit of firewire things, trigger fire. I might have sacrificed the ice cream van. Or did I put it on Twitch? Did I? It's not a redeem, is it? Have a look. Yeah, I did have it like the ice cream van. Oh, it is Ellie. It's why is it called Ellie? Because that's the name of the. Who would remember that? It's ELE. Yeah, it's not an elephant. That's the name of the brand. That's what. There we go. That was actually indistinguishable from a real thing. Just flag them down, buy an ice cream. The elephant ice cream. Of course, it's elephants. It's beginning to look like Schroeder again. Let's roll it back. Another Ellie. It's been too long. It's too long. I forgot all about the which command it was. I have to put that to rights. You better be. Let's say 4:30. Is that a wrong name? Is that my head office? Maybe it's the wrong name. Right, number 3. Not tracker. Oh god, some guy really likes Jenga. Got the split between the housing tower blocks. Can't let you. think it's the mainland. Yeah. Going north to these two. Quite the mood. We're down here. Very, very close. 16 kilometers to Johor. Wait a minute. Like 9. We maxing the very tip. The tours is right there. A Pluto special. Right down by border. Right, a shell in Tsar. Glorious. The Ghana Prestige. Yeah. Wait, why has it got me riding on the back? We're in Kenya. Kenya shell. Chanya's Cretan as well. His name's Garissa. Road to Garissa. Find a good angle. Don't like the angle. Click on the road to Garissa somewhere. Oh, that's why. We're miles away. You sent a brain dead YouTube shorts. I don't want to get uh muted, so I won't be able to listen to it. But you can send it. We can see it in chat. Got the Swedish AB. The AB. The ABAB limited Swedish limited. No limits. .se. Goldberg. Why is it limited? Wasn't a glitch? Or was it? Was it just AB once? Got some bargain. Some ladder. Well, I have to do it off stream as well. Well, I'll keep the link. It's a complicated audio system, but it means the VODs are free of the music. Gol, Shaskon, Medos, Hockey, Uptak, Norsk, Uptak Nostorsk, Ravenost, Mandag und Sonntag. That's this week, 2 years ago. Okay, we got to trust the flags. We're in Lexant. Tibble. I love a little place of Tibble. Tibble, 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 Tibble. These numbers, not India. This language, not India. This plate, not yellow. Oh no. Is it happening more? Have we sunk into it? Is this just what life is now in Cambodia? Where's he ever joined? That's not a. That's. Where,
Got it. That's wonderful.
where's this? It's got to end somewhere else, right? It can't just be. It, there must be some other half of it. This. Where? This. What? This is the seam? But the whole. And this. The angle. For bricks. For wood. It turns into wood. Want to keep this one or two? Smeg, welcome in. Sorry, we're we're in Cambodian portal land. It, at least it's in a straight line, right? We're almost we're almost keeping track. How would you ever notice? Which where's it always just lands so clean on the edge. Oh my goodness. It does help. Okay, side tree. We're safe. I can't trust anything now, though. Most of them have been like outside from like downtown. We've had like some rural locations. You can understand. Apart from that daily challenge one, which I guess was in the middle of town too, the other day. So let's click and find out. Bang bang. Not loading. I was... okay. We had to travel through the portal. You see how much longer it took? It went like out into space. Had a 15-second round trip at the speed of light. That's how far it went. Well, not quite speed of light. The speed of almost light. There you go now. Keep track of this mess. The NR11. I want to say there's a woman walking a dog. I think I've seen this location. Bulgaria-ish. I remember this overpass. We went around. There's maybe like a few dogs. and a woman. Or it could be Ukraine with this bus. Could be very Ukraine with these buses. It's the yellow Ukraine buses. Might have been a different one. For dogs. There's like some overpass. Bulgaria. No, I think it changed scenes. That's what happens. We flipped to a different time, and it was the same person walking their dog, but in different clothes. It's like they were so regular, but the car caught them twice in two different time zones. I think that's what it was. Like, this is a nice little location. Up a little bit. It does have a cobweb. Oh, I didn't look at the street map version. Yeah, what road looked like. Right, 77. Ghana for yellow corners. Taxis. Zoom in a place that starts with G with the southern coast. No problem. Quick check of a bar. Long dashes, a railway. I I was wondering Romania, but this is like a train pole, not a road pole. Have a short dash as well. Red car, Sweden, not Estonia. Down the road northeast, there's a triangle, and the roads inside it look like a cobweb. Pop him a link. Uh, Arundel. Oh, you just on the map, you mean? I thought you'd driven down a little bit. Just looking at the map. Took so long to load. Oh, this. Oh, yeah. Just any normal location be cool, but this add plus portals. Now you're talking. You can make any road look like this for portal. Just sign up now to receive your journey. Why are we missing this? Who's been rude and built a house in the middle? Yeah, the Hawaii. Where's a Hawaiian cobweb? How? Are we learning that Sweden is 47? The international phone code. Aside from all the other ways we can tell Sweden apart. It might have a little bit of nuggets of information. Might sink in. Ah, okay. Yeah, Letters from Pluto's been a while. The first few board locations are gonna have extra shot value when she gets back to streaming. We got the barrier, which is like Croatia. It says Skola, which is pretty Slovenian or Croatia. We have Pankanica, which, as we saw earlier, oh no, as we saw earlier, I have to still try and fix my brain to include Bosnia in everything. It's a good thing we had one earlier. Okay, this one is HR. Just to keep my keep me honest. The blue will also be Croatia. Kind of the same region too. Okay, we got the road number. I'm not ready. If Pluto gets this one, like round one of her streak, which is almost at 4,000. Can you imagine? If I'd just idly been chatting away for a couple minutes, going the other way. This road looks like we just wander down, no problem. We just down 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 down. Oh, the website, the van could easily have just hopped across into Bosnia. Why is the Bosnia? Maybe this is spill coverage for Bosnia. What if it's 24? Have we the same? I'd have probably noticed the giant sign saying Auf Wiedersehen. We'd have probably got stuck here, yeah. It's good to have a little protection. A little buffer zone. There's no borders near here though. White lines everywhere. Not Australia. I think it's New Zealand, but it's not. Funny. Got me pole protectors. Bollards. Some North Islands. But it looks different from normal. Out here. There's a train line to the west of us. Or maybe the South Islands. But like northwest south. Filled with milky goodness. Beautiful. They need that little sign on top. That could be their little alarm if they desperately need to get through traffic. Okay, the yellow line's appeared now. Where's the dairy? Where's dairy? It's in the center. Yeah. Either. Oh, Lebanon. No. Just India or Nepal. India flag. Tons of exposure. They've taken the A away to make tat. Oh, the plate for MP.
That's wonderful. Let's go.
Hey, Obama. Thank you so much. A lovely 81 streak. MP is this one. I expect I find it. There it is. Too big. Nota. Causeway. Indoor. Very flat. Are we low? We're not like sneaking out of Switzerland, are we? Are we? Holland. Got the German kind of barrier. Not German Pole. We've got Polish. Poland has motorway barriers like Germany. A JA? No, 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 no. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, we're recording too. We got truck. All right, we got the Polish, Polish. And next stop, Germany. I think it's time. It's like we are summoning Pluto. We've it's not been noticeable too much, but this week all the portents of that Pluto will soon be returning to the Country Street worlds. I would. It's all fun and games until you get some Belgium France crossover. We've got the dashes and we've got the perpendicular. So it's triangle, flaps, parallel, perpendicular to make a T. Parallel, perpendicular. And we're at the perpendicular stage. In Estonia. Except for the ones that don't, which Pluto finds sometimes. Moment. Uno momento. Peace is 280 away. 268. We'll do the maths this as well. Also near Simonograd. Just 13 away. And maybe it's Askovo. Or the other one. Sign is weird, but kind of look like Colombian. That's yellow. But we got bars. The big hill. Where the what? What? We ho? No why? The whole taxi's yellow. Not just a corner. Most of the big hills up north of Accra. Got some nice, happy, well secured pipes. We got the Big Dipper, keeping it all locked down up here. Oh, this is who you want in charge. Who's manning the truck here? Oh, we got Big Dipper. Oh, we'll be fine now. He's got his seat. This is where he wants to be. Don't contain him in the cab. Yeah, getting to see Big Dipper during daytime. Okay, we've got to take a little portrait of Big Dipper. Get Courtney on task. Is Courtney set up? Oh no. Courtney's got the old canvas on. Fix it. There we go. Oh, she was working on it all the time. The webcam was just stuck. Look at that detail. Yeah, like capturing the Big Dipper. That's fantastic, Courtney. It's almost like she's there. Oh, you found something? And we'll check that link as well. Second, let me. Screenshot's taking longer. We thought it was a good idea. But almost full screen, but not quite. There we go. Let's guess the Laguna. Laguna. Big Dipper. Now, normally I wouldn't save the link, but let's start a new era. What's the best way to keep links stored if you're making a map? In terms of accessing them later on. Just paste them straight into a map making app. It's probably the answer, right? I don't have that right now. Yeah, I haven't set anything up on that yet. I'm gonna just procrastinate and not do it right now. And text. Yeah, I need to log in with stuff and making accounts. But one day. This looks hella Australian for some reason. Aside from anything else. Maybe it's the sun. With a little robot going in on the way out. Oh no, that does not look Australian. Jugotronica. Oh, Hoi. It's Hoi the place. It is very futuristic. Dreamland. They got spider bots. Future. Hoi. Takes a few seconds to make an account. It's a few seconds longer until you have to deal with 25k in Asia. I want to do it off stream mode because any kind of account business password, it's no matter how safe and normal and safe it is, it's even safer doing it when you're not streaming. I think it's Greece, so by the time I've zoomed in, I think we might be in some Chernobylese. Because there's a railway line in Chernobyl. There's a location on the line itself. But we're not quite as people just walking around. But we're not in Chernobyl. Looking this side, I might have been more convinced. It is at least Cyrillic, not Greek. Have a peek at the plates. Plates of Russia. You fully accepted you want to improve your times in some countries. There's no desire to go back to Mongolia. you can still be part of it though, Palmer. We're a community here. And the Plat 30 world completion will be done with help from everybody. You'll still be making it happen. Hello, bonjour. You're en route par avion? Or à la avion, to the plane. I've been hitting border locations today. This one not near a border, but it is near an airport. There's probably one nearby. Uh ah. Mm, oh, right. Got a nice Rwandan truck taking us on a little tour through the hills. You decide our little suitcase in the bag. You might have bought some more clothes and stuff than you normally do, and a bit more electronic devices. Once you start, it's hard to live without them, Keyleth. Once you start having it with you, you can take a little, a break from the social media as well when you go on holiday, but you need to have a little bit of access. None of us neck pillows, no. I see them at the shop. They do look tempting, but I've got my hair. Why do I need a pillow? I got my hoodie. Is this okay? It's not a stitched together. It looks like we're missing a bit though. It's something just totally normal. Totally normal. So why am I looking at that? Just normal Rwandan cows. You want to always take your laptop unless you're going really far, but not your Switch. But you're addicted right now. Yeah, you gotta have it. Gotta have it. And you bought your hiking boots or walk in. You're very active, Keyleth. It's very impressive. I think you've got a good excuse to eat pizzas. Basically, is what I'm saying, Keyleth. The amount of activity you do means you don't have to feel the slightest bit of guilt eating pizzas, which makes it all worth it in the end. You're averaging out the activity for Nan as well, and myself. You were hailing. It's bad enough playing hockey with a risk of the ball hitting you. Never mind the hail. Or yeah, maybe the hail would harden you up, so a ball won't sting as much when it hits you. It looks like more like a cat than a pig. But it's a heifer, so maybe it's a cow. Yabura. You're already on the train. But it left 1 minute early. Oh, what country was it? Sweden? If I'd have been the Swedish train to the airport. No, I feel like I was traveling to a different country. I got on the train. No, it was in no, I got Germany. I was getting on a train to an important journey, one of my trips, and the entire train just got cancelled. We all got kicked off, and we had to go and get on a different train. Like opposite on the opposite platform, we're like halfway down, and it was going to be a long journey, and we'd all just sat down and got our stuff up. People had got their laptops out. Everyone had got set and all comfy. And then they come along and say, "No, this train's going nowhere." Well, they said it in a language that none of us could understand. Well, the tourists at least couldn't understand it. And then we looked around. Everyone else just started going, sighing, tussing, packing their stuff up, getting off a train. And we, a few English speakers, were like confused, but we could see what was going on. I think we both thought that someone else could understand what was going on, but we eventually we went off to get on the other train too. But yeah, if we hadn't been paying attention, we could have just been sat there for forever until the other train had gone, and then we'd be stuck. But yeah, maybe it was Copenhagen. No, that was going to the airport. I was all alone on that one. It was like a ghost train. It was supposed to be like a night train up to Stockholm from the Copenhagen Airport underground train station. And the train pulled in, and they blocked the doorway. It was a sleeper train, so it was like an old. There's only one door at the end of each carriage, and in a corridor. I didn't even get on the train, so I still haven't been on the sleeper train to see what it looked like in person. But at the exit, I wound up in the middle where the main guard, the conductor, some say, he comes out, opens the door. I assume he can see me. I'm the only person on the platform, and I'm stood right with a suitcase, edging up slightly towards the train as if I'm going to get on this train, which is the only train here at 3 o'clock in the morning. And he just doesn't make eye contact, just acts like I don't exist. And it seems very concerned. I can understand it. He seems very concerned about something with the train, so maybe he's not gonna like pay attention to me, but he's hanging on both hands, looking like up and down the train a bit, and then looking closely at the bit of train he's on, and then he gets off the train to turn and look at something by the side of the carriage, like he's inspecting something. Something's like a bit off, and then someone behind him doesn't just stand in the doorway, stands with their arms up to the side of him, as if to block the entire entrance, and also doesn't interact with me. At which point I start moving forwards, and still no reaction from them. So I'm like, okay, I'll wait until they've done whatever thing they're doing, because they're clearly motioning, acting like they don't want me to get on this train. And then he's like, oh, okay. Whatever he was looking at, he just turns, gets on the train, motions instantly. The train starts pulling away. They start closing the door, and I'm like, can I get on? I'm like, well, you should have said something. Why would someone standing on a train station at 3 o'clock in the morning with a luggage be wanting to get on a train? How are they to know? And the train just went. And to be fair, I had been, awake all day since my ferry came in from Norway, walking around Copenhagen all day, and then staying up all night, well, half a night to catch a train. I wasn't quite prepared for that level of mysterious cinematic interaction. So yeah, and I was like, okay, well, I'm just gonna get on the next train. Where's the next train going? Sweden somewhere. But thankfully, it was an understanding guard who said, "Yeah, we'll take you to this stop, but then you got to change to get on a different train." This train just took me across the water into Sweden, basically. The next one, and I did make it to the special community bash meetup thing in Stockholm, which I still got there in time, but I had no time to settle in at the hotel or anything. It was very scary because I thought, what am I going to do? I was at the airport, so I went back up to look at like what flights are going from Copenhagen Airport to Stockholm, thinking if I'm stuck here and trying to buy a new train ticket, if I have to, I might as well just see if I can get a flight instead. Where in the world is Umo San Diego? I think I'm in somewhere with K's. So, Rwanda. Welcome in. Well, good morning, afternoon, evening. Not a queue. I think we'll click on it. I'm recounting my strange tale of a train being stuck underground in the airport, trying to catch a train. Which, I mean, if you try and tell people I was at the airport trying to catch a train, most airports have a bit of a train connection. It's not the most outlandish thing in the world. That was also the night I bought how many was it? 5? No, 3. It might have been 4. Three or 4 Alco Pops and a large bunch of grapes. Like a kilogram? How big was the box? I think it was an offer. It can't have been a kilogram. It could have been. It was a lot. I think it was a kilogram of grapes. The story is going to get more exaggerated, but for more times I try and remember it. Let's go with 750 grams of grapes and 4 Alka Pops, and then realize I'm crossing even though it's like, you know, EU style Shenzhen business, I'm still crossing a border with food products, and I wasn't completely sure I'd be allowed to take grapes into Sweden or alcohol. I thought I'd just be on the sleeper train doing sleeper business, but then I thought, well, what if I can't? Then I have to eat them all. You bought a kilo of grapes from Costco once, and you were very sick of grapes after that. They don't in I think being from outside of EU, Keyleth, they've ramped up all of the border things. It's fully expired. Any kindness still extended to people from the UK has now been fully written off. So this time, I'm not going to be well accepted, I think, by the EU border patrols, even for old time's sake. It might have been a kilo because I feel like it was a problem It's in my Discords. I've got pictures. I got proof. It was wow. It was 2024. So I'll never have more fun traveling around, or more amounts of traveling around than the 2024 Emo on tour. It was such a time. And we get some highlights of Copenhagen. Discovering this near Christiantown, which was spiral. It was too. You got to book in advance to go up there. You can just walk around the outside in a rainstorm. It wasn't thundering specifically, but this is what it looks like. Some beautiful spooky tower action in the sunset. And it started raining a lot. Okay, here we go. Oh my goodness. We got the evidence. We got receipts. It was just half a kilogram of grapes. 3 Bacardi breezers. Some oat cookie things. And some dairy. Right? Some cheese flavored. a fully rounded meal. We've got fruit, dairy. I'm not sure what meat is. And yeah, so I was this is light from a light outside Copenhagen airport at well past midnight by now. And so I had to eat all of these and drink all of these. And eating of these was just helping dilute all the other stuff. And then I was faced with that train scenario. This is meant to be my breakfast on the sleeper train. I was gonna wake up, have a nice, delightful grape and oat cake breakfast on the train, but no, I all got eaten. And then this was a train situation. There's one coming at 3:59 on platform one. There's one coming at 3:59 on platform one. Which I also in my other defense, the reason why I didn't just force myself onto the train is because I didn't know which train would just get into the platform first. And then there's one at 4 going the other way. Your backpack's heavier than your suitcase or stuff in it. I survived. We lived. We came through. I made it to the World Cup. We had an adventure, and we still, I remember it more for the adventurous surprise of it all. And I had badges with me, which you could have gotten hold of if you were at the Geoguessr World Cup or at TwitchCon. I'll have some more this year. Oh, I just realized I've got a. Can you spot the photo bomb? Can you recognize that blurry geoguesser? This is Geography Challenges. Another UK geoguesser. Like we're not here to look at pictures of past travels. We're here to make new travels. We've made it to America. Boy Scouts Club 827. We orange tipped underground cable stuff. That's quite a big one. I'm not 100% sure that's USA only, but it's very frequently. You got a 1.5 hours on the train, and then bus, then plane, then taxi. No speedboats. You could get like the full house of travel spots. Put a boating in there too. Is that the "Don't Tread on Me" flag? The little snake. Where's the ditch? The Google Creek View. Like, the Creek View. Somewhere up here, I think. You biked in today as well, and walked, and you got all that stuff with you. Some smart people figure out the destination from that alone. Yeah, you got the. You could walk onto the. Yeah, but getting from the airport to the city. If I told you I had to get on a train, or I told you I had to get on a bus, you could say, "Oh, this airport's way too far for a bus." I thought I could see this. Looks like a W. Could be a V. Looks like a RS. A W. But why has it got the dot if it's Serbia? So it's not Serbia. Could be Monty. Probably Monty Beer. Oh no, don't gotta be careful. You almost misspoke during stream. There've been a couple of times on other people's streams where there's been a location in some vague vicinity. But I'm so good at normally making random guesses. But if I happen to be really close, you can't tell if it's because I'm like I know it personally, been being local to it, or I'm just throwing out random numbers and saying it's about 40 miles east of Scunthorpe. I thought it was a trampoline. If you let it half freeze, or you put some jelly in it, would it? It probably would. That's I made that one up to be deliberately unhelpful. Which one is Scunthorpe? Yeah, bro, this one. Yeah, it's probably there might be an oil rig. This is kind of where one of my impossible location maps was, right? Someone put a GTA style artificial rendering in the middle of the ocean. One of my maps, which is the one which I think has the most plays, isn't fully, doesn't have 5 locations anymore. I don't even know where I would look to find my maps. Where we're at here. Fake worlds. I apologize to everyone who's tried to play this. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh. Who's made this map? I've got no idea. It's at least 3 years, fully 3 years since I've opened this map. I must have just put these in to make it playable again, just to get more than 5. I think that's what I did, because it was unplayable, and then I just throw something in so that it will load up and play. There's too many of them were just no good. Nubia, or is it my little secret one? Where is it? We're back. We've got at least half a location not working. Oh, it won't show me the ones that don't work though, will it? Oh no, yeah. This one. It wasn't quite, it was Scunthorpe level. I don't think I can load it up anymore, but it was like a 3D rendering. It took a while to realize that it wasn't real, but also the location of it, underwater secret base kind of thing, was a hint. And as few that have the like manipulation to real like tripods, no moving ones. You can just put 3D text and things in there, an overlay, which is real, but it's also, you know, been faked. We got the big civic. Don't think it's North Macedonia this time. We're waiting for a rift to take place. Over Gulf. Volkswagen's good. Yeah, we're about to go a little bit to get out of area. O, Pratinia Novsha. Dragor Day. A phone number would be great too. Plus 307. That is not the 69. But I think since they broke up the countries, 69 is like a holdover. And maybe 367 is a real one. Yeah. We wouldn't get this much in North Macedonia, right? We have a language. I miss the days when we were driving around Croatia and we'd see the shepherd with a big stick. And then he teleported. We were going like the same direction. We overtook him. And then the same direction around the corner. And he was standing in a bus stop waiting. Maybe it's his twin, but I think his stick was a magical teleporting stick. Just it. Just for Volkswagen alone, it's a great sign. These were countries that used to cause a lot of problems. It would always be a good ender to the streaks. Because you're like, I've seen enough, surely. With everything looks good. And then, boom. Back, but sub 30 should continue after TwitchCon, Keyleth. The next step is Europe. Gonna do Europe, Oceania, and then Asia. But I think we'll have a little downtime, a little break to rev up. So Europe will be like a continuous thing. Because if I started now, I might be rushing to get it all done for TwitchCon. And we got two stews and Tula and Esme and all of these double fouls. The 17. I'm not convinced. You have a song, Heart of Asia as well. The song is just leading into it. Escalin. Last time I made a cool little video intro for the Asian part of the 25K planet. I guess it could also be a Finnish collection. Helskian. You know what would be interesting? From the time you finish 25K, I started the attempt counter later on, but I did mention how many attempts the countries took. We had a little, you know, on-screen counter. I didn't keep track of Madagascar. Once it got past 200, it just became uncountable. I could have, if I had the count back then, we'd have all the information, no problem. Got developed. Yeah. County. All this business. How can I go? The more I start thinking, the worse my chili space plonks get. Didn't actually space block. Hit water. Zooming in doesn't work. Now it's all lies. It isn't real. It's not a real guess. The longest coastline, because it's all jaggedy too. You want a digital camera that's like the old-fashioned one with a roll, but it's digital. But it means you take differently because you can't connect to your laptop, or you can connect, but you can't preview the pictures. So you have to feel like planning it. You get the surprise of it coming up afterwards, but you still get to take lots of them. Wait a minute. That's just that's a kangaroo, right? It's not just a rabbit. Like the Gion and Gior could be anywhere though. Yeah, take in some. People used to do that for like events. So would have disposable cameras, so people would take pictures, and when you just get more developed, you get a nice little surprise collection. What's order? We're not that little bit of Slovakia, which has some scary business going on. You remember going to the store with a camera and having the camera roll develop? Yeah. And they'd say, like, what size do you want? You want 2 copies? Because you get to get pictures. You've gone, if you were taking like a trip or something, you'd have 2 copies of it. Wow. Why isn't it green? We must be renting the car from someone. It's, it's like lava just dripping down into the water. But it's not volcano. Oh no, wait. No. Oh. It does look like volcano though. Bear with me here. One of you's got to have a big lake. Oh, that yellow. Aye. We go further south still. There's a road here somewhere. 7. Yeah. Maybe a 265. Oh, it doesn't bend out my way. It is bang on 100%. 265. Amazing. See it. Beautiful country.
Ha ha ha! Got it! That's wonderful! Let's go!
Acid lava. That's what we can see. The unhandpicked world map dropping us in beautiful. Another location we should save. I'll put it in chat and we can keep track one day. I'll just look at my past messages I've sent in the chat. Oh wait, it's a handwritten note. We should travel here and read what this sign says. That's a good enough reason. Get some IRL enhancing. Now, this pole is a bit slight. This flat bit. Yeah, reminiscent. A certain time. Fake Lavash. Was my zoom? Pretty close. Unmul? Okay. This is what cement looks like. Call this number. Yeah, we got the blood plates, currency, the roses, police. Whole building. Yeah, you'll be sorry. Which bit has the bit that looks like, but not quite, just in between. Probably inside. Will be inside. We're ringed by the mountains. We've got a river. I think we're inside. We get a joyful, unexpected overtake. The plate is not looking blue. Bus doesn't have a flag. Could just be some business taxi something or other. We don't trust it as much. That kind of looks like it's got the emblem. It's got the kind of colors. There it is. Wild horses cannot be tamed. Okay, I was a little worried we're looking at that border road action. But Mount Zimanov. Oh, back for more. Back for two. Back to life. All looks very, very, very clear. But I remember times it was so clearly obvious. Can't escape. We go this way. We're almost to 100. That's got a nice little trip to the daily coming up too. If you haven't done that yet, have a little peek. Collect some 5Ks. Yeah, we skip right past the main roads. Mo. Calhally secondary school. Dang. Island. Ray Autofactor. The green. Really don't need coffee. Tullamore. Turmeric. Burr. Burr. plate here too. And we're in Boris Khan. Top 100, but we need one to. Is this for India? For old style India campus? What we used to get. From a technical college, maybe. DE. D. DL. EP. LP. Got a few. That one's DL for sure. A little Jawral. Let's see. Alright, 101. You got the number. Nice and round. Close it down. Hey, fake world. I still apologize to all these people. You should be getting a real map. Someone nicked. Wow. As a map maker, I know what everyone else feels like when they see someone 25k by map. This really should not be a possible thing. They got this one. How many times have they played a map? I don't know. The dedication. They get a repeat as well here. We don't have that many locations. Okay, I am feeling incentivized. Another thing when we get back is we should maybe we'll start with basic map idea of creating things before we get to TwitchCon. I just need to make the account off stream. So maybe like this week, next week, we start with baby steps. If only to give an improved experience. If someone wants to try it about what I've made, should unpublish the fake one. But give himself something to replace it with. Alright, the daily challenge is time. Already a short stream again. We'll stop the raids. There's music we can jam to. We're gonna get at least 5k. Oh, Geometry's hit for full. 5 out of 5. But then it tails off to a top 5 getting a gold. Like 1 or 2 tricky locations. Maybe it's just one really bad one. I think there's 2 really bad ones. One really bad and one half bad. A lucky Peru plonk maybe. One that's tugged up right in the corner of Argentina. Why am I thinking it's all South America? I think one will be way, 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 way up in Salta. But it will look like it's down by Mendoza. That's where people lose 2K. Okay, now jump in. I'm just predicting where the follies are going to occur. We'll give you some time. I'll distract myself. Guess we could try a distance guesser again. But we'll do it moving, but we won't move. Unless the signs are broken. In which case we can move them. But let's move in time 14 minutes, yeah. Narvik. Going west. East. Could be here or here though. Moving. What? Husk? What? Oh, we got a nice little dock. Peaceful. Are we getting a boat out here? E6 ferry. That little path. Need to Malacca. 100. 2. Into that one. Exit 250. Uh, mm, the tunnel. Not there. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. 2, 3, 4, 5. Much. That was an 8. 5, surely. Maybe this starts up here. Yeah. Oh, could have zoomed in more. That's 5. 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Basic error. You missed 3 points on it. Oh. Was it all on one round? Or a couple of tough pinpoints? We'll see soon enough. We got Lviv, Struviv, and Struvis. Lviv, Lviv. Lviv. Pity. It's gotta be bordering, right? Mo 6? Not Mo 6. Yeah. The night fly. On round 2. Belle Royale. Vishnis, we've got a river. Przynaj Kowicki. That's a lot going on. It's the event. Alright, we won't go for 25k today. Good height. Clicking on the E6. We have to. Tibet border. Ecuador City. Labrador Island, right? Prince Edward Islands. There's Labrador. I forget what Labrador was. An interesting warm up. And we're ready to go. Daily challenge. Kind of down for the music, but a little concerned. Take action. Give yourself some blessed rains. Right, here's the deal. We get a 5k, we're happy. Girly something. Could be one. Off July and Formosa. People think it's one Mendoza. Really, it's up in Salta. Apala. Off July and Formosa. We'll need to get back to it. Get ski stuff here. Gonna pretend it's Juan. Where's San Juan? There it is. We were still in the good zone. We'd have been fine. Man at work. Oh no. Oh, we got a good sign now. Bay. There's one that's split into three, and I think one of them is Albay. This bit. Kiwi. Kiwi? Jerome Tui. Either that or Albay is one of them up here. Aurora is one up north. Sure, there's one in A. Short of a map of the islands. What better information am I going to get? That's Aurora, not Albay. Here. I didn't get to see. I go a bit away, we see the sea. See, I was too busy looking to the left at a workman. You see the sea in all changes. You spent too long going north, but you saw the sea though. Then you got 19,598. But you got two 499s and a 5K. Was it round two that sent you? it was Alcan. That was A, not Albe. Alcan. Aklan. That wasn't completely crazy now. Got round 4, you got your 4K in round 2. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, even with the coast, though, I probably would still have been scouring this part even more. Right, round USA. Ali. Oh, Williamstown. The other palm tree. I'm staring at the bench while I'm zooming in. I'm not even probably just dental. Find a place. Lakelands. Yeah, yeah. Be helpful. Orlando? I think it said Orlando. Right. Lakes around Orlando. Going south to Tampa. On the 4. I found a good spot. Lakelands. Highway 98 North. Oh, isn't Lakeland its own specific place called Lakeland? Ah. Oh yeah. Wait, Wawa. Lake up knows Wawa. How are we going this way? I'm 98. Oh, we were Cotton Arms first. Williamstown Boulevard. Oh, stuff. Banana Lane. The gun. I'm not going to find a Wawa. I find Williamstown. Oh, propane exchange. Yeah, I got like a minor palm glimpse. I just assumed. That is a big Wawa. Wah 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 wah. Belping and Belping Road. It's rainy. Maybe I do need to learn phone codes. Ow, like move. Or just assume that they go 1, 2, 3. north to south. Navigation is ow. Very ouchy. We surrounded the middle. Mountains on all sides. Oh, taken. Oh. Feels like a certain mood. Oh, but it certainly goes to daytime. It's rainy mood. 118 on its own. '94. Reox was talking about Spanish moss. Palm trees and Spanish moss trees. Both south US. You first is Florida or Alabama. Something with the coast along the south. Yeah, maybe like the inland bit of Florida. Alabama, yeah, you might say. Like, normally it's hard to get. Normally I'm just looking for these to get the zone. Little three number symbols. But looking for cities, townships is probably better. Not seeing the Gulf yet. Hector Path is good. I'm concerned we might be North Mac. Why? Are you saying to me Macedonia commences? Commencement of Macedonia? Like, how did you get 49999 on this one? Not going that way. Connie and Sasa. Help me. Wait. Oh, all that town. That town's there. Uh, Giving you the Taiwan we once. We got to see a little bit of no Pingu Islands, but didn't Palmer? I think that big fish you had in your mouse challenge yesterday. That was right where I found the fish on the wall on Pingu Island. We had like a full three-dimensional map of the local streets with fish sticking out of them. Around 5373 meters away. You didn't find a town name, but you saw some signs and you triangulated about. But you could make Central Road going how it joined for the next road, yeah. Looking at the ends, it kind of it didn't look like the junction up here. It didn't feel like, oh, because of this. It didn't feel like we were joining or staying on the same road. It felt like we were joining something else. I find the huge town name where I just didn't know where it was. The enormous. I should know Del Chavo from the fly splatter. Like the triangle of Shumitsa, Del Chavo, Stip, Fly Splatter Central. But I did spend a while looking in the wrong country. We got 24k. That's good. Nice streak as well. Good job, Palmer again. Okay, tomorrow we can't see what the scores are tomorrow yet. We'll have to wait. We'll find out live. Let's pop off a little raid. Time is soon coming. Well, I'll be joining Keela if I'm traveling adventures. And Vins is almost heading off on some traveling adventures. We all are. I thank you a bit of erasure. It's good choose to do some 5Ks too. If I'm trying to do my dailies on the road, the streak I'm not gonna keep up going while I'm away. But if I do for one morning or one day, I'm gonna have to get some music, some live music to help me inspire me. Doing it on the phone is not gonna be fun. Smudge is giving some little squeaks right now. She must know. How do the pets know when you're streaming and when you're finishing streaming? It is super smart. Okay, thank you for joining me a little trip around today. I won't stream tomorrow. Thursday, maybe a later one. But by then, I'll have made an account on Me About Making That site. And maybe I'll try and fumble around on my own in the meantime. I got lots of ideas that we could turn into some maps. That's the hard part, right? We got that done. And making them is easy. I got access to more sound waves, more smell waves, more eye waves at night. So why not just have a whole other sixth sense too? That's copied okay. Yeah, we just found some crabs. I'm not sure what this new roguelike is. Yeah, Nat, I'll definitely be having assistance, I think. It was back when I last tried any of it, it was so daunting and nightmarish. Yeah, I haven't been back, but we'll see all the tools and knowledge available to make it a piece of cake. And like Vin's has got even more tools to help now. The Marvel. Thank you, Gothresh. And I hope your sleep schedule gets a nice cozy little buffering now that Orc is in Europe. Get some good rest in. I'll pop over to guess. Like he's playing a crab roguelike. Let's see what it's about. I think he's wrapped up all of the achievements on the Vampire Crawlers now. You've been waking up early for a few days now. God, that's good. That's good, Golf. It'll be like a month, right? Basically, till after TwitchCon. Let's pop